So yesterday, as we were just putting the gate into place, some friends of mine from England arrived in their camper van, and they're staying here for the next 4 days. And from the moment they arrived, I obviously had to drop everything and go off and show them to their rooms and give them something to drink and talk to them. I couldn't just ignore them and carry on building a gate. So I left Carlo here and I spent the rest of the day with our friends. Now, when I came out later on in the evening, I was quite shocked, surprised to find the garden completely transformed. So let's say that me and Carlo hadn't really talked through the full plans. We'd only got as far as talking about we have to put a fence in before we even think about planting vegetables. So we hadn't really discussed how we wanted to do the whole vegetable part of it. And I was imagining nice above ground rectangle shaped planting boxes, or whatever you call them, raised beds with like little pathways in between them. And I thought we would dig each bed separately. And I came out here and this has happened. Carlo had an absolute party with the digger and he has dug up the whole garden, leaving absolutely no space, no pathways to walk around or anything, which is fine because he says it has to be done and it can all be put back together. But as I'm sure you can imagine, it was a little bit of a shock for me. It made me laugh though, because I just thought he was having an absolute ball. He got the digger and he just dug and dug and dug until it was dark last night. And we just completely didn't even think to see what he was doing. And eventually I came out here with Tina to say, so this is where we're going to plant that. Oh, okay, well, that's not what I expected, but fine. So yes, we will eventually have beautiful, beautiful raised beds and planting sections and little pathways going around them and flowers everywhere. And it's going to be absolutely stunning one day. And in the meantime, this gate is in place. We need to put some fencing on it. And we found this little roll here, which was in that tumble down shack over there. So we're probably just going to put that onto the fence, onto the gate for now.
Che dici, va bene questo, amore?
Yeah. Feels like it's really high, but I suppose it's got to be that high to stop deer jumping over.
Cioè, non l'ho certo fatto per i cinghiali non saltano.
No. But yeah, that's good. And then we've got another one which we're making, or Carlo is making, over there, which will eventually go in to this gap here, which leads to the rest of the garden, which hasn't been dug up yet. So, did you actually have fun enjoying destroying the whole garden and all the grass yesterday?
Oh yeah. I do this, I'm stopped when becoming too dark for work. But I'm finished. You are not, seems you are not happy about this?
I'm just a bit shocked. It's very extreme.
What do you think to zappare la terra significa? Questo
I thought, yeah, no, it's fine as long as we.
It's fun. You decide it's fine.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, because you are growing vegetables better than me. Yeah.
But where are we supposed to walk? Where are all my little pathways?
Lo rifacciamo.
Are you sure?
Sì.
Because
Non hai le scarpe adatte per camminare lì.
I'll never have the right shoes to walk on this.
Guarda,
imagine when it rains.
Basta che ci vado con quella e facciamo tutto quello che vuoi.
Ok.
Intanto, tanto per farti capire, sono uscite fuori centinaia di queste cose. Molte le ho già buttate via, altre sono ancora da togliere.
Ok.
Cosa pensi che tu le potevi togliere con le mani queste?
No.
Ecco.
You don't just cut them.
Questo era necessario fare. Poi i viali si possono rifare.
Ok.
Possiamo anche
You
comprare delle pietre e mettere dove vuoi passare poi dopo.
Ok.
Non vuoi, amore mio, andrà tutto perfetto, sarà un giardino bellissimo.
Ok. Did you really need to go all the way up to the edge?
Come on, Nicki. Donne, siete sempre incontentabili.
Rogue with the digger! Stop him! Well, the light's on now, I think. I have a confession to make. We took that walk last week when my friends were here. I'm coming from the future at the moment. And it was a beautiful walk. It was a really, really warm early summer day. It was just lovely. It's quite a long walk. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And the very last part of it, we cut through a field that hasn't really been planted with anything, but it was ploughed probably about a month or so ago. So we cut through this long field. When we got back in the car, and there was 7 of us, so we took the Outlander because that's a 7-seater, and 2 dogs. We had the back seats up, so the dogs normally go in the back of the car, but they had to go on our laps. We realised that we found a tick on Holly's forehead, and I took it off, and then there was another one, and then we found another one, and another one, and another one. And we were like, what's going on? This is ridiculous. We never find this many ticks. And as we drove back, it's such a shame nobody thought to record it. It was the most hilarious but disturbing journey I think we've ever had. We must have picked off over 100 ticks on Holly and Indy. The kids that were with us, the girls were screaming. They were like, oh my God, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. Carla was driving faster and faster so we could get home quicker and quicker because we were scared that the ticks were coming on us. And we had all the windows open, and the 3 of us in the back were picking up ticks and trying to throw them out the window and hoping they weren't flying back in the car. It was absolute chaos. And we couldn't believe it because, as I've said so many times, we don't get ticks here. We hardly ever see ticks. And I don't know whether it was the field. It must have been the field because it's the only time that's ever happened. That field must have been absolutely full of ticks. I can hear somebody shouting at Carlo. Anyhow, we got home and we used the hairdryer. We put Indy on the sofa outside and we used the hairdryer to blow cold air onto her to part her fur and tried to cover every single bit of her body. At least pulled off another 50. None of them had actually attached. They were all just surface crawling. They looked like tiny little black crabs. And yeah, it was absolutely horrifying. We didn't let the dogs in the house for quite a while, and we were picking them off the next day as well. We thought we'd cleaned up both the dogs really well, but we kept finding more and more. Strangely though, none of them attached onto the dogs at any point. And also, all 7 of us got home, stripped off, had showers, checked ourselves, and none of us had ticks on us either. So I presume there's lots of different types of ticks around. And this was obviously a type that is obviously very slow to latch on, luckily, because they were all the same. They were all the same size, all the same shape. And I've seen much smaller ones. I've seen lots of different ones. But we've never seen anything like that amount before. It was absolutely crazy. So I take back what I said about there not being any ticks here. We never see ticks because now we've seen the ticks. But as far as we know, they were concentrated to that one field because since then, and that was now, I think it was a week ago today. No, it was about 7 or 8, it was about 8-9 days ago today. And obviously we've been out for walks every day since. Indy has run through other fields. She's run through grassy plains and along dirt roads, and we haven't seen a single tick since. It was just that one occasion. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was all about, but I take it back that there are not that many ticks in Italy, because if you go to the wrong place, there are. I've just been inside editing. I've left Carlo to it. Good job. And that one's already done. Wow. We can get planting almost. You miss me, right? You miss me.
Sta dicendo Daddy, lascia stare qui, andiamo a fare una passeggiata.
Sì.
Vero?
You should go and control the wildlife cameras. It's been a couple of days. Careful. Indy, vieni qua.
Il tubo che ho messo a terra fa anche da fermo, no? E scende questo così, è bloccato. Si tira su e si apre.
We've had a couple of days off from the garden because we've got guests at the moment. We've got a full house, 5 friends of ours come to stay, and we've just been taking it easy for the last couple of days. Also, Carl and I have been getting over a bit of a flu or a very bad cold or something, so we haven't felt much like working. But now Giovanni is here this morning, and him and Carlo, they're trying to get out an old tractor and they're going to plough the garden. So Carlo's already dug up all the earth in the whole garden, made a huge muddy field out of it, and now it needs to be ploughed properly. And then we will start hopefully constructing the planting rectangles, which will have pathways around them. Giovanni seems to be very excited about planting stuff, so let's go and see what they are getting up to. Everybody's busy there, and Fox is still fast asleep in the van behind me. And here's Carlo and Giovanni. Okay, so it's not so much a tractor as a ploughing machine, which is very handy. È buono che c'è questo qua, no?
Sì, è molto vecchio, non sappiamo come si accende però. Non è una macchina che giri la chiave e si mette in moto, questo bisogna mettere la corda, cosa.
Ok.
Oh, senti, io sono qui alle terre, no? Si è cambiato l'olio, ora sono qui per provare a metterlo in moto, però non trovo il punto morto. Te sai qual è? Sì. Servono. Tutto gas.
So I'm going to leave them to fiddle with this, and I'm going to take Tina and the girls out to a couple of the second-hand shops because they want to have a rummage around and see what they can find. So I'm going to have a little break from the garden and go shopping. And then I think later on we're going to walk into town and have a little explore around the village because we haven't done that with them yet either. Right, we're at the second-hand stop. They've got some lovely giant vases. Carlo would be straight away asking the price of that. And there's another one over here. Very nice. Oh, there's another one there as well. Tina's straight in there. What's she found? It's really hard. Really hard to look around. I've just spotted this painting. I quite like it. It's really nice colours. It's only €25. Might get that. Got lots of gaps on the wall still. We've got more garden benches. There's a small one there, and then an even longer one here.
My room in London.
This is beautiful. Do you want a hand holding it? Are you happy? Yeah, it just has one angle. And so I've just found this. It's a really, really heavy bedspread. It's really thick and really heavy, and I need to find something to put on the bed outside in the garden because the one that's out there was an old bedspread that was left in a piece of furniture that we bought 2 years ago, and it's been outside now for over a year. And this is €28, really heavy, really thick, and I think this would be perfect out there. And it won't fade because it's not in the sun, So I'm going to get getting the cover for the bed, and I'm getting this lovely painting that I've seen. Oh
Yeah, I love that.
Tina's getting a load of stuff as well.
It's great.
So we're just taking a little walk around the village, and we've climbed up to the Rocca, the little lookout point at the top. And there's the village below me there. It's always really interesting to look at it and spot all the houses and figure out where I am and whose houses were.
Allora, abbiamo tirato fuori un altro ferro vecchio qui. Vediamo se va in moto questo. È più vecchio di quell'altro, ma magari funzionerà. È da anni che non si accende. Insomma. Vediamo se parte. Oh! Pazienza. Con le cose vecchie. Vai, vai. Oh. Ce l'abbiamo fatta!
Before we finish, let me just clear up a few things that might not have been obvious in the video. First, when Carlo dug up the garden, I was a bit upset because I'd been hoping to try the no-dig method, which, as the name suggests, involves no digging or ploughing at all. But really, that was my fault as I hadn't actually mentioned this plan to him yet. Second, our friend's teenage son chose to sleep in the camper van simply because he thought it would be more fun than sleeping in the house. We absolutely had room for him indoors if he'd wanted it. And finally, the first plough that they couldn't get working belongs to Giovanni's uncle. The second plough belonged to Giovanni himself, whose land joins ours.